You're driving down the road, listening to Stevie Wonder, and all of a sudden you feel this crazy wobbling sensation and slowing down your car. You turn down the music to hear what's going on, you hear something you never heard before. Get out the car, check to see, you got a flat tire. But don't fret, we'll teach you how to change that. First things first, locate your owner's manual. It should be in your glove compartment or somewhere inside your car. Check to see if you even have a spare tire, because if you don't have one, then you have to call AAA or car insurance or whatever have you to come get you off the side of the road. You need a tow. But if you do have a spare tire, why don't you go and locate the tools and materials needed to change the tire, which are, first, a spare tire. I already took the tools out in case of the video, but I'm going to show you where they're from. Mine's was in the trunk underneath the carpet. That's what a lot of you guys probably want to be anyway. Nice size spare tire. Just want to see if it has air. Make sure it's not rusty or bent or anything like that. Make sure it's good to go. Put that down here. Second thing you need to find is your jack and its jack handle. This is called a scissor jack. Everything may look different. Teach you how to use that in a little bit. Thirdly, you need to find out where your lug wrench is or your tire iron. You need this to take the tire off the car by taking the nuts off. Now that we located the tools, you have to find a nice flat surface to actually change the tire. We already have one. If you're on the road and you don't have one, drive somewhere where you find a nice flat surface to change the tire. Secondly, you want to go inside the car and turn on your parking brake. Parking brake keeps the car from rolling back and forth when it's in the air. It's to help to keep you safe. Next thing we need to do is put the position of the jack. Let's move this out the way. I've worked on cars for all my life, and I worked as a AAA tow truck driver for about 9 years. I towed about 2,000 cars before and changed about 3,000 tires in my lifetime. So you want to put something called a pinch welder in here. It's a thin piece of sheet metal that goes alongside the car. It's a suitable place for you to put the jack at. We're going to position our jack right here. Every jack in the car may be different. This is called a scissor jack because it works like a scissor. It goes up like a scissor, and every jack is made different. They operate different. Your owner's manual should tell you where to put the jack at and how to operate it. So we're gonna keep it right here first. Then we want to break the lug nuts while it's on the car. You don't want to try to break the lug nuts while it's in the air because it's kind of difficult. You want to do it while it's on the ground, nice and secure. I went ahead and broke most of them, but I'm going to continue to break them off. You also do not want to take your lug nuts off right now. You want to do that when the car is in the air, and we have not yet done that. Now that we secured where to put the jack at and raise the car, we loosen up the lug nuts here. We're ready to raise the car all the way. Now, this is going to take a little bit while. My car right now is a 2014 Audi S5. It's a German car. German cars are a little bit more difficult to do anything to. Don't let anybody let you believe otherwise. Now we're just cranking this thing clockwise until the tire is off the ground. You want to make sure you have enough space to put the spare tire on the ground. We're cranking. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. And here we go. The car is successfully off the ground. As you can see, now it's time to change the tire. Now those lug nuts we took off, we're going to take them completely off now. Make sure when you take these lug nuts off that you secure the actual bolts. You don't want them rolling around everywhere. You want to make sure you keep the bolts. Because if you don't find these bolts, you will not be able to change this tire. You have to apologize. I have to apologize for my panting. I don't want to make this too long. And I didn't want to use power tools. There's not a legitimate way to take off the lug nuts in a particular fashion, but there is a way to put them back on. And I will show you that soon. Take the tire off. Roll that to the side somewhere. We're done with this flat. Now it's time to install the tire. Spare tire. Put it on the hub of the car. Now you want to do this, hand tighten the lug nuts in a particular pattern, in a 5-star pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some tires may have 4 lugs, some tires may have 6. You just want to do it in a 5-star pattern or a star pattern. You want to do these by hand until, for the most part, the wheel is on by hand. You will retorque these. You will tighten these to a tighter specification. But as of right now, we just want to get the tire on the car. Also, most donuts or spare tires have a speed limit of 50 miles an hour. You don't want to go above that. A lot of times, it will have the speed posted on the tire itself, which mine does. You don't want to go over 50, because that's when you start hearing vibrations. And vibrations make tires come loose, and you don't want the tire come loose. You undo all that, you put yourself in a dangerous situation, you don't want to do that. So, we're halfway there. Tires installed, good to go. Now, it's time to lower the car. You want to work backwards. Come back over here to your jack. Go the opposite way. Nice and easy, lemon squeezy. You want to keep going until it becomes easier to lower. You want to kind of leave the jack in its place until you're done. You're done that. Now you come over here with your lug wrench and you retorque it. Again, with a star pattern. You do the star pattern so you can have an even clamping force across the tire. If you were to tighten these lug nuts in a circle pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you may actually put the tire on cockeyed. And you don't want that, because that also causes vibrations, which will also result in your car losing a spare tire. Now, the tire's on, the tire's secure. You want to secure everything, your lug wrench, your jack. Get this out of here. Not want to cooperate with me because it knows that I'm pressed for time. And voila, you have successfully changed the tire. Make sure before you pull off, you take your parking brake off, and you're good to go. Let's go over the 4 steps. First, you have to secure the materials and tools you need to change the tire. We did that. Secondly, you want to make sure you're in a nice, safe place. Prepare to raise the vehicle. Raise the vehicle. Then, third step, change the tire. Take the flat off, put the spare tire on. Fourth and last step, lower the car, gather your tools necessary, and there you go. Catching a flat on the road is the most inconvenient thing you can do while driving your car. And it's so annoying because it's so elementary. You don't want to be stranded because you don't know how to change a tire. But I think we fixed that. I feel as though everybody's now confident enough to change their own tire. My name is Casey Stuckey, and thanks for your time.